Around the 9th century, the city of Kyiv became the center of Kievan Rus, one of the first organized Slavic states. It was powerful, rich from trade, and ruled by princes like Volodymyr the Great, who adopted Christianity from Byzantium in 988, the same moment that also shaped Russian identity later on. By the 1200s, the Mongols invaded, burning Kyiv and scattering its people. Over the next centuries, Ukraine's lands got carved up. The Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth took the west, while the Crimean Tatars and Ottoman Empire dominated the south. Out of that chaos came the Cossacks, free warriors living on the steppe. They formed a semi-independent host under Bogdan Khmelnytsky, who led a revolt against Polish rule in the 1600s and briefly created a Cossack state. But seeking protection, he made a pact with Moscow in 1654, which pulled Ukraine under Russian influence. From there, control shifted again and again. The Russian Empire absorbed most of Ukraine, while Austria-Hungary took the far west. Ukrainian language and culture were often banned or suppressed under the Tsars. Still, a national spirit grew quietly. Poets, writers, and farmers held on to their identity, even when they weren't allowed to call it Ukrainian. After the Russian Revolution in 1917, Ukraine declared independence, but civil war and foreign invasions tore it apart. By 1922, most of it was absorbed into the Soviet Union as the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. Then came tragedy. In the 1930s, Stalin's collectivization led to the Holodomor, a man-made famine that killed millions. During World War II, Nazi Germany invaded. Millions more died, and when the Soviets took it back, Ukraine was devastated but still part of the USSR. After the war, Ukraine became a major industrial hub of the Soviet Union, building planes, missiles, and ships. But Moscow still called the shots. Then in 1986, the Chernobyl disaster struck, spreading radioactive fallout and exposing how broken the Soviet system was. That disaster fueled anger and mistrust. When the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991, Ukraine finally became independent. It had nuclear weapons at first, but gave them up in 1994 in exchange for security guarantees from Russia, the US, and the UK for a while. The country swung between pro-Russian and pro-European governments. In 2004, the Orange Revolution protested election fraud and demanded democracy. In 2014, after the president tried to pull Ukraine closer to Moscow, massive protests known as Euromaidan overthrew him. Russia responded by seizing Crimea and backing separatists in eastern Ukraine. Then in February 2022, Russia launched a full-scale invasion, trying to crush Ukraine's independence. Instead, Ukrainians resisted fiercely under President Volodymyr Zelensky, drawing global support. The war continues, but Ukraine's sense of identity, forged through centuries of invasion, famine, and defiance, has never been stronger.